Deadpool, a fearsome character with a terror-inducing name, adopted his moniker from a bar frequented by assassins.
Someone's not counting.
He is virtually invincible and immortal, earning eccentric nicknames like regenerative degenerate and talking machine. Watch as Deadpool brings vengeance and sheds lights on heroes and villains in the Marvel Universe. Stay tuned.
Confirmed kills. Now it's 89. About to be 90.
The viewer now controls Deadpool's story, having seen all Marvel heroes and villains die. Starting from the beginning, the Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four cradles her dying husband devastated. Mr. Fantastic's body is stretched out and scattered, while the Thing's rocky pieces lie on the lab floor. In his last moments, he dissolves into bones but assures his wife of their children's safety. This is the most heartbreaking sight she has witnessed. Determined, the Invisible Woman rises to seek Reed's killer. Shortly after, Deadpool decapitates the Human Torch, staining the Invisible Woman and making her slightly more visible. Enraged, she creates a force field inside Deadpool's head, causing it to explode. However, she makes the mistake of turning away. Deadpool's head swiftly regenerates, enabling him to ruthlessly stab her from behind, resulting in the death of all 4 Fantastic Four members. The killings occurred because Deadpool was wrongly placed in a mental hospital by Professor Xavier, who believed Deadpool was uncontrollable. However, it was revealed that a villain posing as a psychiatrist named Psycho Man had taken Deadpool and other inmates to conduct experiments for his own agenda. The plan backfired. Instead of the Psycho Man's voice, Deadpool heard a new voice commanding him to kill everyone. As a result, Deadpool grew resentful of the fourth wall, which represents the reader's perspective in comic books. He despised being a character without choice, used by writers without consent. To retaliate, Deadpool aimed to eradicate all superhumans, leaving Marvel writers with no material. It was his rebellious act against them. Deadpool kills Psycho Man, escapes asylum, burns it with patients inside, and uses Mr. Fantastic's device to find and kill the Watcher, permanently silencing him. In the news, it's reported that Deadpool went on a killing rampage, targeting various superheroes including the Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider, Doctor Doom, and even Howard the Duck. Meanwhile, Deadpool engages in a high-altitude battle with Spider-Man in the city. Despite Spider-Man's initial advantage, Deadpool manages to reach their height. However, Deadpool ultimately falls and dies upon impact. As Spider-Man approaches, Deadpool unexpectedly shoots him in the head. The Avengers assemble at their tower, concerned about Deadpool's murders. Deadpool, armed with Pym particles and a bomb, emerges after Dr. Pym's body is discovered and blows up the building. Only Luke Cage and Thor survive. Deadpool then puts a bomb in Luke Cage's coffee and turns Thor's hammer into a lethal weapon using Pym particles. Finally, Deadpool locates and eliminates Bruce Banner, also known as the Hulk. The relatives of fallen heroes hire Taskmaster, an assassin, to kill Deadpool. Taskmaster, skilled at tracking, follows Deadpool's destructive path. When Taskmaster and his partner Power Pack witness the aftermath of Deadpool's encounters with Venom and the Green Goblin, Taskmaster becomes even more determined to find and kill Deadpool, especially after learning about Power Pack's death. Deadpool has captured Professor X in a mirror-filled warehouse, taunting him while monitoring the events on screens. The professor asks Deadpool about violence, but Deadpool responds by stabbing him, triggering a mental distress call to the nearby X-Men. The X-Men divided into 2 teams. In one group, Cyclops, Cannonball, Pixie, and Emma Frost were together. Cyclops unfortunately dies when his eye-beam accidentally hits an orb around his head, affecting his team. Meanwhile, the other team with Colossus, Rogue, and Gambit tries to assist, but they end up trapped in a room with walls that are closing in. Despite Colossus's efforts to hold the walls, they are electrocuted and also perish. Deadpool mocks the professor as his henchmen perish. The professor reads Deadpool's mind, but instead of controlling it, he becomes brain dead. Deadpool is shocked to witness Magneto's death by acid, Kitty Pryde's entrapment, and Wolverine's imminent approach. Deadpool eagerly anticipates a fight with Wolverine. Wolverine surveys the warehouse and finds Arcade, X-23, and Darken imprisoned. Deadpool arrives wearing Wolverine's skin and wielding a lethal carbonadium sword. He decapitates Wolverine and playfully warns him not to go back, breaking the fourth wall. Taskmaster chases Deadpool and finds Doctor Strange and Wong dead at the temple. The place is a mess, indicating that Deadpool has a dangerous item to destroy the central point of all realities. Lower-level superhumans who have witnessed the events gather in protest, causing riots that paralyze the city. Guilt-ridden mutant superhumans form a suicide pact and gather on a building ledge. Surprisingly, this goes against their typical self-centered nature. It is later revealed that Deadpool has influenced the Puppet Master to control other characters, manipulating heroes and villains to serve his own agenda. The Punisher, a vigilante, falls into Deadpool's trap and ends up killing himself. Using his newfound powers, Deadpool convinces powerful characters like Silver Surfer, Thanos, and Galactus to also take their own lives. Taskmaster locates Deadpool in a swamp, preparing for the arrival of the Swamp Thing. They engage in a sword fight, but Taskmaster fails to mimic Deadpool's fighting style. The Swamp Thing emerges and consumes Taskmaster's soul. Deadpool convinces the Swamp Thing to self-destruct, granting him access to the Nexus of Realities. Deadpool's goal is to terminate all comic book superhero narratives. That's all. And as Stan Lee used to say, Excelsior. Please follow the channel and click the bell icon to stay updated on similar Marvel comics. Thanks for watching and goodbye.